Glep is without a doubt the best character in all of Smiling Friends. That's not subjective. Okay, maybe it is. Glep is the best Smiling Friends character, at least in my opinion. In fact, he's probably one of my favorite fictional characters to date. I mean, he better be because I got him tatted on my leg. But how could a character like Glep be my favorite, especially when compared to other amazing favorites from the series, like Charlie, Pim, Alan, and Mr. Boss? What has Glep accomplished in his time being on screen that has made me go, oh my god, wow, I love this little guy? Well, today, I'm gonna give you that answer. But before I do, I believe it's important that we establish the legacy of Glep. Who is he? What's his story? Will he ever get his own episode or Glepisode in the future? God, I hope so. Well, you guys really enjoyed the last Smiling Friends related video, so I figured I'd keep the ball rolling by throwing you guys another one. Hopefully you all enjoy it. But with that said, let's jump right into the mind of Glep. Background of Glep. Glep, mostly voiced by Zach Hadel, with Joshua Tamar filling in as older Glep, is a very tiny green critter who speaks in a language known as Wingon, which is basically just a bunch of gibberish, but it sounds adorable for some reason. And he wears a purple wizard hat, but don't let his small stature fool you, because this little guy was born on July 9th, 329, making him roughly 1,695 years old. That means that Glep was alive when the Han dynasty ended, the Romans introduced restrictions on joining the clergy, the Greek patriarch of Constantinople, Gregory of Nazianzus, was born, and well, these guys died as well. Jesus, it doesn't really seem like a whole lot happened in 329, at least according to Wikipedia, which by the way isn't the most accurate source online. I mean, maybe more happened in 329, I don't know though, I wasn't there. Anyways, as far as we know, Glep is the oldest living employee of Smiling Friends. Not surprised though, looks like he's got some good genetics. His eyes, hair color, and sex are green, at least according to the WNW, although his eyes don't really look green to me, and his hair, what hair? Not much is really known about Glep's past, but what we do know currently is that he works for Smiling Friends. He resides at 1352 Green Palm Terrace, PA, presumably with his wife Marge Simpson, which yeah, that's her real name. Although it's not entirely clear as of now whether Glep's last name is also Simpson, or if Marge decided to keep her last name. A lot of Glep's favorite interests include hanging out in his beanbag chair, watching videos on his tablet, sleeping, gaming, eating, or just relaxing. He also appears to have a very short temper, as evident in the pilot episode Desmond's Big Day Out, when Alan asked Glep if he took a paperclip.
Did you take a paper clip? I'm not accusing you, I'm simply asking.
He also hates gardening. Like, he really, really, really hates gardening. Despite appearing in all but 2 episodes, nobody really knows what Glep does for Smiling Friends. Although a really good fan theory that I currently subscribe to is that Glep runs the Smiling Friends social media pages. I mean, think about it. Glep is always on his tablet at work and never goes out into the field to help people smile. Why would Mr. Boss, or anyone for that matter, hire a guy that just lounges around all day? Look, I know Smiling Friends is just a show for entertainment. It's not supposed to be super deep or anything, but I like to think realistically sometimes. If Glep isn't a social media manager, then I don't know what else he could be. Glep also had a brief career in acting. Specifically, he was casted as the new Mr. Frog for maybe a few days before losing the job, which I'm still upset about. I mean, how could they let Glep go? He's got that raw bad boy edge. He and Alan also took up positions as security guards for Frowning Friends for about a day too. Now, besides the present, we do know a little bit about Glep's future, and it's pretty fascinating. Glep's future. Besides Glep's current life, we also know a decent amount of information on where he ends up in the future. For starters, Glep definitely leaves Smiling Friends for a career in American politics, where he works his way up the ladder to become POTUS, or at the very least he just runs for office one day and just wins. I mean, Mr. Frog, to our knowledge, didn't have any political experience. He just started a television show, yet ran for office against President Jimbo and won because of this guy. So maybe Glep was inspired by Mr. Frog running and decided to give it a shot as well. Regardless of how he secured the position as a leader of the great US of A, Glep is 100% going to be the president. and this is proven by examining a photo hanging above the fireplace inside of Glep's house towards the end of the episode. Charlie dies and doesn't come back, which features Glep and Marge Simpson hanging around in the Oval Office. Besides that photo, there are a few more hints that point towards the direction of Glep becoming president of the US of A. For starters, Glep doesn't seem to have an issue standing in front of large crowds, as seen in the episode Mr. Frog. Not that I know anything, I mean, I'm just an idiot at the end of the day. Why the hell are you people even watching me? But I feel like you have to be pretty confident and comfortable standing in front of an entire crowd of people in order to have a shot at becoming president. Otherwise, how are you going to address the people when you can't even speak in front of them without shitting your pants?
Am I winning yet?
No, not at all, man. You shit your pants and crash the economy within the same day.
Another piece of evidence to support this claim is that while Pim had his little lovey-dovey dream sequence with Jennifer in the episode Shrimp's Odyssey, there was a scene where older versions of Charlie, Pim, Alan, and everyone else are inside of a church observing one of Pim and Jennifer's kids getting married. And sitting with the crew is an older Glep who is wearing a suit with an American pin. So although Pim's dream isn't definitive proof, Pim at least envisions Glep being a political figure of some kind. We could also take into account that Glep and Marge will eventually have children if they don't already, and those kids will have kids of their own, which is where Glep's grandson Gleppy comes into play. It's also not exactly stated what year this particular scene takes place in, but being that Glep is already over 1,000 years old and doesn't seem to age as fast as everyone else, my guess is that everyone we currently know, Charlie, Pim, Alan, Mr. Boss, everyone, is either long gone or close to biting the dust. So that's basically the gist of Glep's story. How has Glep captured my heart? From what I've illustrated to you guys today, and now looking back at what I've even said, it really doesn't seem like Glep has done a whole lot in 2 seasons. He eats, he sleeps, he watches videos, he likes dressing up as Ronald Reagan. If you get the reference, then brownie points to you. I mean, is that it? How could Glep be my favorite character of the series, or even one of the best fictional characters of our generation when we still don't know a whole lot about him? Am I stupid or something? Yeah, I am. Well, my reasons for enjoying Glep aren't really that complex. In fact, I only have a few reasons why I like him so much.
Character design.
All of my reasons for loving Glep are very, very simple. For starters, I'm a big fan of Glep's simplistic character design. He's small, green, and wears a purple hat. He doesn't possess a highly detailed character model, and that's honestly okay with me. I'm personally more drawn to simple, straightforward, and easy to understand designs rather than crazy intricate ones. Minimalism is just more aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Not that I don't enjoy or adore highly detailed characters, because I totally do, but characters like Glep, or Gur from Invader Zim, or even Mew from Pokemon, I mean, those ones have always just stood out to me the most.
The voice.
I just really like Glep's voice. I know Wingon is complete nonsense, but whenever Glep speaks, it does something magical to my little goldfish brain. Like, it just makes me happy.
Mysterious nature.
Despite knowing a decent amount of information about Glep, we don't fully know everything about his past, where he came from, what he does outside of work, or even what he actually does while at work. Although I still subscribe to that social media manager theory. Like, we know a fair bit about characters like Charlie, like how his last name is Doppler, that he's religious, how he loves his country, how he hates dressing up for Halloween, that he has a girlfriend named Zoe, that he likes to party. We've seen his apartment, we've heard about his uncle, and we've even met his grandmother. And although I love Charlie and appreciate the knowledge that we have regarding his life, characters shrouded in mystery are what really pull me in. I personally tend to latch onto those types of characters with backgrounds and motives that aren't fully revealed, and Glep is one of them. I think it's just curiosity at the end of the day. You know, as a human, curiosity just drives me forward. I constantly want to learn more about something in order to fully understand it, and I will not rest until I learn more about what this guy does. And I think this is probably the biggest reason why I'm so attached to Glep. He's just a character that doesn't do a whole lot of anything, and that drives me insane. Like, I imagine Glep has more going on in his life, and we just never see it on screen, because he's not the main focus of the series. And you know what? That's probably one of the best parts about having a cryptic character like Glep. We could literally theorize all of these crazy details about him for ages.
Comic relief.
Not that Smiling Friends is ever filled with sad or gloomy moments, kinda. I don't know, Glep always knows how to make a scene way funnier. In conclusion, I love this little guy. He's adorable, hilarious, shrouded in mystery, and that's why I find him super fascinating. So, do you also like Glep, or are you a fan of another character from Smiling Friends? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, let me know if you would like me to make another character history video soon. Maybe the most liked character suggestion in the comments will be the next one. But if you guys did go on to enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here, click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video, follow me on all of my social links, and join my Discord server. The links are in the bio below. Have a fantastic day, everyone, but please remember...